Hello, friends. The Shabbat before Purim is always referred to, no matter what Torah portion it contains, as Shabbat Zachor, the Shabbat of remembering. And that's because the Torah reading has a maftir, a little addition tacked on, from Deuteronomy chapter 25, that says, Zachor et asher asah lecha Amalek. Remember what Amalek did to you. Goes on saying how Amalek attacked you when you were wandering in the wilderness, weak and weary, and that we should always remember to blot out the name of Amalek. And we read this parasha right before Purim, because in the Purim story, Haman is descended from the same Amalek who attacked the Israelites back in Exodus chapter 17, and whose name becomes synonymous with all sorts of evil throughout Jewish history. And there's a popular conception that whenever Jew hatred arises in the world, that is Amalek, or the legacy of Amalek, that we need to work to blot out. And I think this year, I'm thinking a lot about Parashat Zachor, about what it means to be celebrating the holiday of Purim in the context of fighting those who would seek to blot us out. And I am comforted and also daunted by the reminder that our Jewish history does not presume that this is a challenge that ever ends. I think that can be very discouraging to think about. We want to end anti-Semitism, we want to fight it, we want to beat it to the ground, but the commandment to blot out the name of Amalek will always be in effect. Because as long as we dare to be different, as long as we dare to model the possibility of diverse communities, there will be people who hate that and who are challenged by that. And so we will need to fight. And so with this Purim, this Shabbat Zachor, I want to encourage us to lean into that fight, to lean into that necessity, that to be a Jew is to be always offering a slightly different way of moving through the world, which will be a challenge to the world, and therefore which will bring negative reaction. And our job is not to be scared of the negative reaction, is not to seek to make ourselves smaller, to walk more like everybody else, but our job is to be prepared to fight the fight that needs to be fought. So I hope to see many of you at our Purim celebrations. Happy Purim. And we will continue to fight Amalek in all its forms. Shabbat Shalom.